Okay.
So a lot of the storms are really taking place in the center portion of the state, and you can see that on our 6 box. We actually have some cloud cover. We certainly do have some cloud cover. We also have some storms. We also have some sunshine. So a little bit of everything, kind of depending on where you are in the state. And Val and Amy Castor, they've been on one of the stronger storms this afternoon, and right now they're certainly in some heavy rain. Let's take Val's shot full screen. Val, go ahead. I know you've got some heavy rain coming in, and it looks like you've got a little bit of hail core on there too. Go ahead and give us an update.
Yeah, I tell you, Cassie, this storm has really picked up in intensity. We have experienced nickel-sized hail in the core of the storm, also some pretty strong and gusty winds, torrential, very, very torrential rain coming out of this thing. Definitely gaining strength out here. Back to you, Cassie.
All right, thanks so much, Val and Amy. It sounds like they're getting into more bad cell area. Let's go ahead and go to Links 1. I'm going to show you what's going on. So like I mentioned, western Oklahoma, you've got full sunshine while the storms are kind of taking place well east of I-35 this afternoon. And NextGen Live certainly showing that the showers are going to be more isolated to the eastern half of the state and the storms just to the south. We have a couple of showers up there near parts of Noble and DeKalb County, but some light rain now in between Minker and Prague, and that's drifting off to the east, also around Wetumpka. But this is the stronger storm that Val is on, so he's right over Purnell. And from time to time, we get a little bit of a hail core on there as well. And earlier, he was seeing up to nickel-sized hail, so not quite severe limits, but certainly some heavy rain, quite a bit of lightning. That's going to continue to spread just to the north and east ever so slowly. So we are going to get the storm right over Lindsay as well. Also, some storms in between Wynnewood and Sulphur, and lots of storms across portions of Pontotoc County, especially the stronger part of that storm really south of Stonewall. Looking at our hail detector, it's becoming a little bit more isolated where we are getting that hail, and now we're talking again up to about dime size. But earlier we had some flood advisories around portions of Garvin and Pontotoc County, so a lot of this rain kind of coming down over some of the same areas in kind of a short period of time. So already almost 4.5 inches just in between Elmore City and Wynnewood, and over 2.5 inches around parts of Ada. A little bit farther to the south, we still have some storms that are trying to make their way north of the Red River. We're going to watch those closely. In the meantime, it's beautiful in Enid. This is part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. 75 degrees, a south-southeast wind right now at 6 miles an hour. Dew points in the low 60s. Temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s where we currently do have the rain and storms. Lots of low to mid 80s across the far west and the east, with a south wind between about 5 to 15 miles an hour. So with the heating of the day, that's when everything kind of comes alive and we get the rain and storms. Well, later tonight, eventually all of that will start to diminish quite a bit. So just a slight chance of storms during that time to the south and east, with temperatures dropping down into the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, I think it's going to be a little bit warmer. Looking for a high of about 83 in Oklahoma City, low 80s for a lot of us, because storm chances will also be a lot lower. I think the chance is going to go from 10% in Oklahoma City to a little bit higher chance, 20 to 30 around Ada, Durant, and McAllister. But that chance in the Panhandle, that's going to be increasing later in the afternoon, and especially tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. It looks like a complex of storms will try to kind of brush the Texas and Oklahoma border, move off to the south, and eventually weaken quickly before at least giving just a slight chance some of that rain does make it into the metro. Wednesday afternoon, highs in the low to mid 80s again. Slight chance of rain and storms anywhere across the state, with that moderate chance over in the Panhandle. By Thursday afternoon, temperatures starting to come back down a little bit. Upper 70s across Woodward, Clinton 81, and Alva 79, and Enid 80 degrees in Oklahoma City. Still very normal for this time of year, but this time it looks like the chance of rain and storms is looking a little bit more likely across the northwest, north central, and central Oklahoma. The chances lessen a little bit farther south and east that you go. So as we get closer to the weekend, those storm chances start to increase as well, especially Saturday. Right now, Sunday, a pretty decent chance. That's going to keep temperatures in the 70s. After that, next week, the pattern looks a little bit more spotty. Guys, back to you.